What is up, all my fellow weebs and weebettes? It is I, AnimeALX, back again with another Monster Hunter build video, and I will say, it has been a long time. I don't even remember the last time I made one of these. I think it was like Title Update 2 or something. I know I skipped like Title Update 2 because not a lot of stuff actually happened in Title Update 2. Uh, but in Title Update 3, we got some banger of some items. You know, we got this Risen Kushala item, and yeah, that's from Title Update 3, right? I don't know, but all I know is we got Velkhana. And Velkhana stuff is pretty strong. And then, you know, we're still using chaotic Gore Magala stuff from last update. But anyways, let's get out into the build. These are going to be our new overpowered, and when I mean overpowered, I will show you the damage numbers, but these things, oh man, this build is crazy. Now, the good news is that you will just need one armor combination for each of the 4 elemental guns. Obviously, we are not using dragon element. There's no real reason for that, but you know, I can troll and make a build for that if you guys really want to, or you guys really want it. But anyways, we are using the Demon Petulance 3. Why? Because more damage. We like more damage. And our fatal, well, for the talisman, it is a Fatal Tempest talisman that I got all the way back in Base Rise. And this one is actually probably the most used talisman I have noticed, because I've used this in a lot of my builds, and this talisman still holds up with like mastering gear. And it's an attack boost level 2 with Divine Blessing level 1 with a 3 slot and a 1 slot. Some disclaimers about this build is that I do have the Chaotic Helm augmented for another 1 slot. That does actually come into play, and the Archfiend Armor Epine is augmented for Bloodlust. That is also a major thing. So before you can actually get this build online, you will need to augment one of your armor pieces to get an extra 1 slot, or just an extra slot in general, and you will need to augment one of your pieces to get 1 level of Bloodlust so you can heal yourself and not worry about just dying. But yeah, it all comes with a grind and farm with it. Now, I will say, for the rest of your 3 pieces, if you are going for a full min-max build, I would recommend 1 piece gets augmented for level 3 Strife, since this build is only using level 2 Strife. And your last 2 augments can honestly go to either, if you really want tune-up for whatever reason, because tune-up level 2 will increase the raw damage since we are using long barrels on all of our guns. If you want to get tune-up level 2 through the Chaotic Fault and Archfiend Armor Serios, then by all means go for it. If not, then I would recommend 1 level of Burst to round this out to 2 levels of Burst, and then 1 level of Coalescence to round this out to 2 levels of Coalescence. I think that will give you the largest damage increase element-wise, besides like going full max level 3 Coalescence and 1 level of Burst. Anyways, this is the ice build. We are using the new Graceful Almaria that has, I was about to say gracefully, but it's in the name, that has graciously bestowed upon us through Velkhana. When I saw this gun, my jaw dropped, because I was like, how could Capcom do this? How could Capcom release this heat, I should say? Or, I mean, it's not heat because it's ice, but you get what I'm saying. This light bowgun is going to have the most raw out of any of the elemental bow guns I will show to you on this build or on this build showcase. And the craziest thing about this is not only does this have the most raw out of all of our elemental light bow guns, this has 0% affinity, which you don't need any affinity for your element because unless you are having crit element, your element numbers will not crit. And since we are not even running crit, there is no point of using crit element on this build. But as you see, the recoil is average, reloads very fast. Mods are long barrel and wyvern blast, and the rampage slot is our LM Bane Jewel 3, so we can get elemental exploit. And the craziest thing about these guns are the fact that you can actually use critical firepower. I have critical firepower on all my elemental bow guns. And now you might be saying, but Alex, critical firepower, doesn't that increase your recoil? Well, yes, you are correct about that. But due to the immense amount of slots that this armor combination gives us, I am able to knock all that down to low and fastest. Why? Why do I have low and fastest rapid fire element ammo that I can move, shoot? Like, I can freely move, reload, and move and shoot with rapid fire on this build. Like, you will see the complete and utter chaos that this build actually brings. And this isn't even like maxed level. Like, you could or maxed out. Like, I haven't augmented this gun, so the damage numbers, this is like base. This is base. Because this thing does get even stronger. I will also recommend you guys just go all into attack augments once you get this weapon. And even my friend Azure Sky, as you might see him periodically on the Twitch streams and whatnot, he even said that you can even take this step even further if you augment and replace Razor Sharp with probably like another level of coalescence or such. So there's a chance you can get Strife and sacrifice Razor Sharp for another level of coalescence, or like for another level of coalescence if you are lucky enough, and then you can actually get coalescence level 3 with level 2 burst, which would net you even more elemental damage. It is just wow. Other notable ammo types you get are, I mean, you get sticky ammo ones if you really are okay using high recoil and you want to KO monsters. You also get paralysis ammo 2, but that's stuck at very high. But hey, that's still good for some CC. And the fact that you get demon ammo and armor ammo on this thing is really crazy, making it a really good support light bowgun. And you also can slice tails with slicing ammo, but it is going to be on very high, so it's probably not, you're probably not going to use it all too much. And the craziest part about this is you get rapid fire normal ammo too, which honestly, this gun can probably be a rapid fire normal 2 shooter. But you know, that's for another video. As we go down, you will want the Chaotic Helm, you will want the Risen Kushala Item, you will want the Archfiend Armor Epine, Chaotic Folds, and the Archfiend Armor Serios. The chest you get from Risen Kushala, helmet and waist you get from Chaotic Gore Magala, and the arms and legs you get from the final boss of Guys Magorm. Coming down to our decorations that we use, we are going to be using a Hard Frost Jewel level 3, which basically all of the decorations I use are going to be the same across all the elemental light bow guns. Only there's just going to be kind of a little bit of nuances, and we'll get to that in a second. But all of the skills are the same throughout the whole, throughout each one. And so for this, we are using hard frost jewel level 3s, or you could basically inference that it is going to be, you are going to be using a elemental jewel or a hard elemental jewel level 3, except for the thunder light bowgun, because spoiler, we are using Kezu's light bowgun. So since Kezu has 3 1 slots, you're just going to need 3 bolt jewel level 3s. I'll talk about that more later. But you will need a jumping jewel level 4, a thrift jewel level 2, so you can get to spare shot level 3. That is a crucial skill on this build. Due to the extra level 1 slot, we are able to use absorber. We are able to put an absorber jewel level 1 on this thing, giving us recoil down level 2, which is all you need for low. Which is all you need for, low recoil. You will need 3 salvo jewel 3, so you could get rapid fire 3. You will need an elemental jewel plus 2, so you can get max elemental attack. We are using 3 quick load jewel 1, so we can get down to fastest reload. We are using a hard sniper jewel 4, so we can have steadiness level 3. The reason why we need steadiness level 3, despite it being a no deviation weapon, is because once we eat for feline temper, and we use like the dongo boost for it, it will give us +2 into our deviation, and that +2 will get negated by 2 levels of steadiness. Now you might be thinking, if it gets negated by 2 levels of steadiness, then why are we using the hard sniper jewel 4? We are using the hard sniper jewel 4 because it slightly extends the range of our shots, and if you guys remember, we are using the critical firepower, which does shorten our range but gives us a 30% bonus damage on our shot types, besides stickies, and they're like stickies and slicing. I think there was something else like clusters too, but and for our last 2 slots over here, I decided to put in 1 chain jewel 2 and 1 phoenix jewel 2, because I found that combination is what gave me the most damage. I tried it out with both phoenix jewel, with both 2 phoenix jewel 2s, so coalescence level 2, and both chain jewel 2s, which is burst 2, and I found this combination gives more, because you get +5 an element from 1 level of chain, and then you get +2 elemental attack power on top of like +12 attack power. So I don't know if, oh yeah, we can use tune-up, but I believe tune-up is a 3 slot, so I believe tune-up would actually do more, but since we are running on limited slots, this is the best we could do. And then for our Fatal Tempest Talisman, we have a Fewer Jewel 2 in the 3 slot, and an Absorber Jewel 1. Now, this 3 slot actually comes in clutch for the other builds, because we actually just move down like the hard, the hard elemental jewel down here, since the other bowguns usually have a 2 slot to put in the Fewer Jewel 2. But anyways, we put our Absorber Jewel 1, giving us a level, or recoil down level 2, and max resentment at level 5. So the build should be looking like resentment level 5, elemental attack level 5, attack boost level 4, which gives you a 5% damage increase. The crit eye level 4 doesn't really matter. You got spare shot level 3, reload speed level 3, steadiness level 3, Rapid Fire up level 3, which increases your damage by another 20%. Dereliction level 3, which boosts your attack depending on which swap scroll is used, and if you're using red, it increases elemental and status values, so you always really want to be in red, using red scroll, and that will give you a further increase of damage while also draining your health. And you might be saying, Alex, if it's draining your health, wouldn't this build be hard to use? Well, luckily for you, that is where our bloodlust augment comes in, to where we will also further increase our damage through getting frenzy, through getting the frenzy bonus, because that also procs coalescence. And since that also procs coalescence, you will see that I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Since you do proc coalescence, you will see that you will be able to get your boost or your bonuses pretty commonly, while also restoring your health once you defeat the challenge or the mini game. And then you can also restore your health by just swapping your scrolls. So you have multiple ways to try to keep your health up without having to sacrifice, or without sacrificing lives and all that stuff. I also didn't foresee this, but the Kushala Blessing, you also have Kushala Blessing 2, which gives you water and ice plus 10. I totally forgot about giving the fire gun Teostra's Blessing, but I don't think that Teostra, that is actually a really, now that I kind of thought about that, I overlooked it. But if you were to use the fire lightbowgun, you probably could sacrifice coalescence level 1 and burst level 1 for level 2 Teostra's Blessing. I don't know if that gives you more damage or whatnot, but it is worth to try. I just don't believe I have the Teostra gems. But that should be the build. And to go showcase the other lightbowguns that we are using, we're gonna go with water. We are using the Royal Tempest Plus for this one. It is 351 attack, 0% affinity. You also get a defense bonus of 10. Comes with a level 3 rampage slot and a level 3 slot. So you can easily fit in your jewels. Basically, put in everything that I just said, and you will be good to go. The mods are long barrel mod, and you also get low and fastest with water ammo, and you get an ungodly amount of water ammo in the clip, that being 6. You could still move, you could still shoot, you could still reload while moving. And you also get sleep ammo 1, so you can put monsters to sleep, and they also come with rapid fire, which you can also move and reload. Then here is the Firelight Bowgun. Now, Firelight Bowgun, here are the using the same jewels, only just trading out the elemental jewels. Now, I don't believe I have Teostra. Yeah, what it appears is I do not have Teostra's level 2 jewel. Or is it level 1? I'm not sure. I forget. But I don't have it, sadly. I really don't know if it increases the damage more than what a Phoenix Jewel 2 and Chain Jewel 2 does. It might, but yeah, that's kind of like the crappy thing about the fire light bow gun is that you can't really make use of the extra fire damage without sacrificing like the other damaging, like elemental damage boosting skills. But maybe next patch they'll come out with something crazier, since they just love buffing light bow guns. But you know what? I can't complain. As a light bow gun main, end user, and advocate, I can't complain. But anyways, that was the fire light bow gun. Also, I didn't explain the damage. It also has a whopping 361 raw. This is going to be the second highest base raw of any elemental light bow gun, and you get 0% affinity, a 2-slot, a 3-slot. We still use long barrel, and you still are able to get low and fastest flaming ammo. Sadly, you cannot move while reloading, but since you have fastest reload, it really doesn't matter. And you're also able to use piercing fire ammo on this build. It does shoot it at average and reloads at fast, so it's not that bad. And you also get stickies for CC, for KOs, and you also get cluster bombs. So if you want to troll your friends in multiplayer hunts, then go for it. You also get poison ammo 1 and 2. And, I mean, you get slicing ammo, but it's really not that. You're probably not going to use it all too often. And that was the Searing Rattling Phoenix, which is normal Rathalos's light bow gun. And last but not least is the Hypodermic Miracle Plus, which is Kezu's light bow gun. The reason why we use this over Rajang's is because Rajang's, even with a hard sniper jewel and steadiness level 3, you will still get left, I believe it is left mild once you eat for temper. So it just makes the Hypodermic Miracle just better. But I mean, if that doesn't bother you, then by all means use the Rajang's light bow gun. You'll get more damage out of it and all the same amount of slots to make the build work. I never cut. Yo, wait a minute. I've never attached the long barrel on this thing. Have I never attached the long barrel on this thing ever? Okay, I'm a fraud, bro. I'm a fraud. Anyways, as we quickly fix that and you see the needle extend even more, you will see that our attack is 351. If I compare that to I believe the water light bow gun, wherever that may be, right over here. The water light bow gun comes at 375, and it actually matches it. Now, since we are not using like Narwa's, I don't think there's any Narwa skills. We can't further increase the thunder damage because that is like the Soul Storm. That's attached to Soul Storm. But as you see, we have enough slots to actually fit in all of our necessary skills. See, nothing is missing, and when you take a look at this gun actually is a really crazy support light bow gun. You will be able to rapid fire thunder ammo at low and fastest, and I just realized that the water light bow gun will still be better than this thing because of Kushala Blessing level 2, but this gun right here is like the perfect support / elemental light bow gun. You have paralysis ammo 1s, paralysis ammo 2s, you have sleep ammo 1s, sleep ammo 2s, recovery ammo 1 and 2s if you are a fan of using those, demon ammo and armor ammo so you can buff your teammates. You also get access to piercing thunder ammo, which is reloaded at fastest and average. So for some reason, if you are in a hunt and you just run out of thunder ammo, you at least can use piercing thunder ammo as backup. And then you have 6 shots of thunder ammo, the same amount of shots as your water light bow gun, with low in fastest and able to move and shoot and move, shoot, move and reload with rapid fire. It is crazy. On top of already having sticky ammo 1 and 2 for KO potential. Like, this is, don't sleep on this gun. What this gun lacks in damage, it makes up for in support ammos. And I mean, like, really makes up for support. Really makes up with it for support ammos. It actually does help out the hunts. Does really help out how the hunts go when you can just lock down a monster with the sheer amount of CC with that thing. Anyways, I'm going to showcase what it looks like in battle right quick using our other light bowgun. As you see, I'm hitting like 210s at high and then like 191s. Like, why am I hitting this hard? And I haven't even defeated the mini game yet. Yeah, now I'm like hitting 200s consistently, and it's probably because coalescence. I'm no longer having the coalescence buffs, but as you see, through resentment alone, I'm still getting like huge numbers. But anyways, that is that for the build. I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe for the channel. Check me out on Twitch. All the links will be down in the description below. And tell me in the comments how you like the builds and what would you do to make the builds better. I'm always open for criticism and whatnot, because I do want to make these the best builds possible, or just let me know how they're working for you. Anyways, without that being said, peace out all my fellow weebs and weebettes, and see you in the next one.